The first type of neutralization reaction that we are going to discuss in this video is an acid plus a base reacts to give water plus an ionic salt. The first example is hydrochloric acid plus sodium hydroxide. When those two react, that is going to produce water and a salt. In this example, that salt would be sodium chloride. Carbonic acid, or H2CO3, reacts with potassium hydroxide. Again, we are producing water plus a salt. This time the salt is formed from the potassium ion and the carbonate anion. So that's going to form potassium carbonate. Your salt always comes from the cation of the base and the anion from the acid. The second type of neutralization reaction is very similar to the first type. Instead of a base, we have a carbonate. The reaction then is an acid plus a carbonate reacts to give carbon dioxide plus water plus the ionic salt. In the first example, hydrochloric acid reacts with sodium carbonate. That's going to form carbon dioxide gas, water, and an ionic salt. Again, your salt is coming from the cation, this time from the carbonate, and your anion from your acid. The salt that we form in this example is sodium chloride. Another example, hydrobromic acid reacts with potassium bicarbonate. That's going to produce carbon dioxide and water. And then the ionic salt that is formed is potassium bromide. Two more examples, sulfuric acid plus sodium hydroxide and potassium carbonate plus nitric acid. Pause the video here and try these examples before you restart the video to check your answers. The first example then, sulfuric acid, H2SO4 plus sodium hydroxide, NaOH. This is the first type of neutralization reaction we did earlier. So that is going to produce a water plus an ionic salt. In terms of this example, that is sodium sulfate. The second example is a carbonate plus an acid. So potassium carbonate plus nitric acid is going to produce carbon dioxide plus water plus an ionic salt. In this example, that salt is potassium nitrate.